Hi, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Hope y'all doing okay. So, I know I've talked on here just a couple videos about cannonball and how ridiculous it is to get average speeds that are as high as those guys get. Now, I've never participated in a coast to coast event like that. I've definitely made some time uh, between places without fuel stops, and got pretty decent averages, nowhere approaching triple digits. But I just find it insane because um, last summer we went from near where I live was where the trip timer started to Savannah, Georgia. And when we're on our way down there, it was like we stopped at a and got something to eat before we hit the road. So it was like snacks, bathrooms, gas, and go, because I was traveling with my wife and kids. So, we'd spend anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes stopped and then get back on the road. And I swear, once I got outside of Atlanta, between Atlanta and Savannah, I don't think they had laws on the interstate there. I think it's Interstate 24. I was going pretty quick and still getting past. So that was pretty wild to me. But I watch some of these videos of cannonballers, Doug Tabbitt, Greg Arney, Ed Bolian talk about their cars, what all they did to them. If I ever built a cannonball vehicle, I think I figured out what I'd build. I'd look for a 97 Dodge Ram 2500 single rear wheel, extended cab, long bed, diesel, two-wheel drive, manual transmission. Several reasons why I chose that vehicle. The Cummins engine that's in them is as reliable as the day is long. Cummins builds one thing, and that's engines. The problem with Dodge pickup trucks is they don't build a truck good enough to last as long as the engine does. So that's what I'd buy. I would add a slightly bigger turbocharger to it. I would do a full intake and exhaust on the truck. Add a set of slightly bigger injectors to it. I'd tweak the injection pump timing better for performance. Add more fuel with the injection pump, and then I would get a gear vendor's under overdrive unit for it and re-gear the rear end to get my top speed up. Then what I would do is I would add a bunch of transfer tanks in the bed of this truck, and if I had to, put it on airbags to keep the thing level while it's going down the road. I've seen single rear wheel trucks or trucks that didn't have the maximum tow package with the heavy duty rear leafs on it with those airbags. It's a super simple system: small air compressor on a switch, small release valve in the cab. And the game plan would be that I would start at the Red Ball garage, and I would carry enough fuel to just never stop until I got to the Portofino in Redondo Beach, California. That's the cannonball vehicle that if I could build it, I would build it. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to get anyone to sign off on that. I know I've got a couple people that would be down to try to take the diesel record and the pickup truck record and potentially the overall record, which would be just cool to snag a trifecta. But you'd have to have, if you could cut your fuel stops out, you'd pick up a few miles an hour average over the course of the run, and you'd save yourself, I think on a 3-stop trip, the average is about 20, maybe 23 minutes stopped total. So you could shave a few minutes off doing that. And you'd also shave some time off, getting up to speed, which I know that sounds inconsequential, but when you're talking the speeds that cannonballers go, it can take a minute, legit, to get up to those sorts of speeds. So that's what I'd build. I would start in Redondo Beach, California, or I would start at the Portofino, and the truck would not stop until I got to Redondo Beach, California at the Portofino. That's what I